like and subscribe. Yo, the channel's doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. All right, so today, if you're a new viewer, please like and subscribe. Check out our video content. We got a lot of stuff going on. Whether you're here or not, the new game is to do as many lives as possible. If you can hit me, if you can hear me, let me know. Or I'm just gonna keep talking. Know what I mean, most people don't know, when you starting things, right? You're usually in the dark. You know what I'm saying? So there's not a lot of people that's going to be there while you're doing stuff. So back then I used to have like people just joining live and talk, and we smash it up and all that stuff. But after what happened, I appreciate that like. I appreciate that like. After the thing with my family issue, what ended up happening was we had to shift Levite Apparel to be more like on a pause. You got a little bit more. Okay, who's this? Hey, oh, what's up? From Beverly Williams. Oh, what's good? All right, cool. Appreciate you. Thank you for liking and subscribing. So today we're gonna be talking about DTF. In case you're not here in the background, got some mics. Yes. All right, Beverly Williams, that's what's up. Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about we got some big updates right here. I have, like, where I'm pointing to is I'm looking at the, what do you call it, the window thingy. Mic is good. Appreciate it. We get some upgrades as YouTube is hooking it up with a little bit chunk of change. We pushing it back to the company, right? Oh, actually, you know what? That's a good start. So a lot of people don't realize, whenever you have your business, right, it's always good to put back into it. In the beginning, don't think the money that you're making is for you. Think of it more for the business, so the business, right? It's a baby, it needs to grow. So the equipment you buy, it's a tax write-off. Everything you do for the business, as far as taking out money to do it for the business, as long as you make it, like, for example, you can write a check to the business, you make it say for the business donation, or you can say loan. And yeah, in case you didn't know, you can loan your business money and have your business pay you back that loan. So if for any reason one day you need, like, let's say you donate like 20,000 to the business so it can get started, and then you're like, you know what, I need my 20,000 back. You can have your business pay you back that 20,000, right? So get this. This is ill, right? Again, I'm not a business financial guy. I'm just letting you know what I do as far as, like, my pass through for my side hustle or business, whatever you want to call this. So if you take 20,000, you give to your business, right? Watch this. You can have your business pay you it back with interest. That's the key, right? Now you're getting that money back with interest, right? So you're getting extra money on top of your money because your business is a business, right? It's just like if you were to loan to a business some money, you expect your money to make money. So now you loan it to the business take that money, right? And then the fact that the business paying interest on it, or has a certain payments that it's doing every month back to you, is considered a lost profit, right? So let's say 20,000, right? And your company is paying your you, the donor, right, back $500 a week or something like that, right? That's now a tax write-off for the business, because the business, although it made 20,000, it's losing 500 every month. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when that business pays out the loan that you gave it, it's as if it really didn't lose. It got money, it paid the money and it got more money, just so you know. All right, so that's a little tool for you. Don't be afraid to help your business, because at the end your business is you. Again, I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. But we're about to talk DTF in a second. Not the type you think. Get your mind out of the gutter. You know what I'm saying? DTF, direct to film. All right, not direct to what? Okay, all right. So right now, there's a lot of DTF companies that's coming out of the woodworks. They're coming out with some legit machines, but guess what? Here we teach how to save money and use that saving and buy better. Facts. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Green Energy, what's up, man? You the man. You the man. You the man. Down to oh shit. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Yo. Anyways, so as we were talking before, DTF. So I got a Epson 1400, and with the Epson 1400, what I did was I purchased it. It cost me like, I say $200, right? Now, it's an A3 DTF printer, converted. All DTF printers are converted. No matter which ones you buy, they're all converted. All of them, bro. What they do is this: they take an old printer. The difference between them, the companies, and us, the consumers, and also small business, we can make it, but we don't know how to rewrite the code of the printer, and because of that, we tend to have slight errors in our machine. It's not as perfect as we can get it. All they do is they take out the motherboard, they send it out to their research or company, whatever, and they rewrite the motherboard to do exactly what they want the machine to do. That's all. You don't have to do all that, right? So what you do is you buy the printer. Once you buy the printer, all you need is just we call it the cartridges, right? That can do refillable. When I say refillable, what I'm talking about is it has a chip, and the chip tells the printer, hey, I'm an ink cartridge. But on the outside of the ink of the chip, it's an empty cartridge that you can refill ink into. That's what you need to do DTF. Once you have that, oh man, you golden. So now you take that ink cartridge, you fill it up with DTF ink, right? So direct to film ink is really DTG ink. The only difference is it's a little bit watered down. That's the difference. So it's a little bit more capable when it comes to going through the little holes that the print heads have. That's pretty much it, right? So yeah, so now you bought the printer cheap. You get the ink cartridges cheap. Once you put the ink cartridge in there, that's the conversion. That's it. That's all DTF printing is. Being able to make ink go through the printer, and it prints on a film. Ink can also work on paper too, in case you didn't know. It's the same process as regular ink, but once it's on the paper, it stays on the paper just like regular ink would on paper, and it wouldn't be wise to try to put the powder on it because the paper absorbs it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so once that happens, you now have yourself a DTF printer capable. Now, what you have to do when it comes to extra steps is basically this. There's little rollers that allows the printer to be fed through the printer so ink can go on it, and then also there's rollers to hold the paper to have it push through the printer, right? So when you remove the rollers in the front of the printer, what happens is it allows you not to get that little skid mark that you would get, no pun intended. You know what I'm saying? Yo, yeah. Yeah, so you don't have that skid mark, and what that does is it allows your film to be wheel mark free, and now you can just powder it, and you have a DTF printer. My DTF printer, actually, here's another thing. If you don't want to use your DTF printer for just dark color, you want to use it for light color, your white ink does not have to be used. There's a feature on there when I showed you the software. You can turn off the white ink and it just prints regular. If your printer's having white ink issues, right? I would not even worry about it. Just let the customer know, hey, listen, right now my printer's having issues. I can do light garments because the white ink tends to clog more than the other inks. The other inks, they don't clog the white pigment and ink. So because of that, clog up the ink cartridge. I mean, not the ink cartridge, the print head. And once the print heads get clogged, what ends up happening is it does not want to push out the ink unless you declog it, remove all that excess ink that's in there. Now, here's the thing with DTF ink. If it stays there for a long time, over time, it will harden. And it's the hardening process that messes up the print head. So in my shop, I have like 2 or 3 print heads. And the reason why I have multiple print heads available is because just in case my DTF printer is having issues, I'm good to go. But now that I realized by converting one of my regular printers to yes, now that I was able to convert my regular printer into a DTF printer, right? DTF light color, which is another thing also you can do. A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to do just sublimation. You can also convert your regular printer to do DTF prints, right? And the way you do that is you lose the white. But here's the thing. If you don't have the white to worry about, your regular printer, right, will print non-stop DTF. The only issue you have is the roller in the front may create skid marks on your prints. So you just have to work around that and see how you can make it so the image, when it comes through, you grab it as fast as possible. Sorry about that. So hold on. Yeah, you know, as you're talking, you gotta make sure you're good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what ends up happening is when you print with a regular printer, you want to make sure that skid mark is not on there, and it's a work in progress. What you do is you get a printer that you can purchase reusable ink through, right? Like Amazon. And then once you're able to do reusable ink in that printer, the next process is to basically so I said basically a lot. The next process is to just have that DTF ink put into that refillable cartridge. Once it's in that refillable cartridge, you then take you then put it into your printer and then have it print. Now you're pushing out DTF ink. If you have the DTF ink in a regular printer, right, the 4 colors, it doesn't really clog. Like I have mine just sitting there. My large Epson 7310, right? And my I'm using my 7820 for DTF light color. It's a work in progress because the print head was not meant to print on the film like that. So what happens is as it's pushing through, you have to work it out. And I'll see if I can fix it and do a video about it, because if you don't want to spend all that big money on the large DTF printers and film and stuff like that, and because you don't really use shirts for your business, you use mostly light color shirts, and on the off chance you get dark color shirts, you know, you can still help somebody out that has like a DTF printer, like the large ones, and just order out like those big what do you call it? Those big rolls of film that has DTF printing on it, but it's for dark color shirts because their printers are going to be a little bit more manufactured for DTF printing. The fill will be a little bit more industrial, meaning it'll probably be a little bit softer, a little bit better. You can hit up your DTF printing companies that's available to you, and once you do that, you order the prints and then you get the prints. So this is not a knockoff to people who own DTF printers, right? This is for you to have a way in case you wanna do shirts on demand, pop, 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 right? And you're able to. So now, let me backstep. With a DTF dark color printer, you're able to push out at any color shirts you want. But those printers usually have certain capabilities that's not made for large productions. So this is when you hit up the people that have the large printers that do DTF all the time, right? Hit up Supercolor. I don't know what they use for their printing process. Hit them up. Hit up Stalls. Hit up all your influencers that have those machines, right? Because what's going to happen is as you're hitting them up and you're able to get DTF prints on demand, if you have some designs that you want or you do custom, people are ordering stuff that you like, you know what, I'm already doing this right here. I don't want to focus on doing that, because with DTF printers, the A3 DTF printers that do dark colors, right? Sometimes you may have to stop after a couple of prints and clean the print head, because the white channels will mess up sometimes and you have to do daily maintenance on them, right? Or weekly maintenance or monthly maintenance, depending on how much you print and how your printer is. So you want to focus on that when it comes to DTF dark colors, right? And we're going to be talking about the software pretty soon, because that was the main focus of this, right? So that's basically what you want to do with that. But if you're doing cleaning, let's say this is a cleaning week and you still have orders coming, right? Listen, when you're cleaning your DTF print head, what you'll do sometimes is it'll pretend as if it's not printing. So you may have to do a couple print head cleanings before you finally get that ink to push through, or the ink will push through and you may be missing one ink, two ink, right? And you need it to keep printing. So you don't get yourself a headache. Make sure you find you get samples from as many DTF printers as you can, because while yours is down, you can use theirs, right? Other people's DTF printers to print you the films that you want, right? And here's the thing, another business tip. If another company is printing you DTF prints, right, even though you're not using your machine, the amount that you're spending for them to print those films so you can apply to shirts is a write-off. Let's say you ordered for the year, I don't know, let's say 100 DTF film, right? And each one costs you what, $20? So that's what, $2,000, right? You spend $2,000 for the year. That $2,000, you can put it on your taxes for the business, and now it becomes a write-off. Again, I'm not a business specialist or tax specialist. This is something that, is a little bit common. Yeah, so now you get a write-off off of that. And if anything happens to your DTF dark color and it's not printing the white or whatever, that's okay. You don't even need to worry about that. Let it keep printing the light color, and then you just send out for the dark color shirts that you want. Majority of the time, you're not gonna get dark color shirts unless people really want it. And also, if it's your business, you can easily say, hey, listen, right now we're not doing light color shirts. We're doing light color shirts. You can choose a little bit darker light color shirt, but it's right now we're only doing light color shirts, right? And they'll choose from there. Now, here's the thing. If a person says to you, I'm good, right? That's good. because that's one less headache you have to worry about. Now, if a person says to you, I really want the dark color, uh, I'll wait until you get it, run away, run away. Why? Because while that person is waiting for that dark color, right, um, they may cause issues where they're complaining, all this stuff, and you want to focus on making sure you're catering to people, but you don't want somebody that you're catering to take control or take over, and now you're working for them in a more uncooperative way. So yeah, that's DTF, dark color, and make sure you have people that can do films for you, DTFs, in case you have emergencies. Also, you want to make sure you you clean your print heads and do your daily maintenance stuff. And I have a video coming soon for that. And it's anything goes when you're working with your own personal DTF printer, converted, right? But yeah, so since we're on DTF dark, yeah, so now after you've gotten your own DTF printer, and let's say it starts giving you issues, right? Normally it's usually the white that goes away, because the white demands a little bit more treatment, you know what I'm saying? So now you can focus on building up money, and when that printer finally gives you that issue, you want to put money aside, hit your major DTF printer companies that's well known, that's a little bit more American, right? That's not to say for you to go get some Chinese one if you want. At the price you pay for the American one, you probably get yourself a bigger Chinese one that can push out. Ooh, this guy almost turned. It would have been a nice accident, man. I got the camera on, so it's looking back, it's looking forward, and it's got me in the car also. In case you didn't know, I plan on doing Uber, and if you're doing Uber, it is guaranteed, almost 100%, I would say, get yourself a car camera so you can have front, back, inside, because as you're driving, there's a lot of drivers that are not driving, I'd say, the way they should be, right? And what ends up happening is their inability to drive how they should be creates issues, and accidents happen. So you want to get yourself one. Also, pretty soon, I think I'm gonna do it today. My goal is to do a Uber channel. So after my rides, I'll be talking about what happened, how it was, and then just nonstop posting. You know what I mean? And you know, and I'll see if I could find a way to do both me and the road as I'm talking, and we're doing Uber, and you get to see Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah. So you want to be able to save the money, your DTF money, save it, right? And then go get yourself not a converted one. Go get yourself a manufactured DTF printer. They tend to be a little bit more forgiving. They will last a little bit longer, and they will help you be more optimal in your business. So I believe the word optimal means to elevate and to do better. So it'll help you be at optimal top peak, you know, whatever it means, you know, success, growth, and your business. Now here's the other thing you can do. If you save enough, and you know, you can also, here's the thing, when you have your DTF printer, you can push out printers to other people. I mean, you can push off designs and stuff to people, and even if they're paying you low, right, it's fine. Save every penny, get yourself that new DTF printer from those manufactured companies, And now you can put your regular DTF printer on the side. And if you're having issues with the white channels, right, what all you need to do is basically focus on like focus on using it just for like light color shirts or little projects you got on the side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then as you have like a another printer that's a little bit more positive and a little bit more forgiving to you as far as like being able to fix it, being able to use it. You'll have more downtime, and with that downtime, you can use it to fix your regular printer as you your converted printer as you pushing off other ink. Now, if you're able to get your purchased DTF printer working optimal, perfect, and your regular printer, now what happens is you have two printers and you can do twice the work, right? So yeah, so that's DTF printing. Now, with the light color, is basically taking a regular printer that's able to use refillable inks, and you just put those in there, and then you put DTF ink in them, just like you would with the conversion, and then you have it print. You do you do some tests to see how it can print without issues, and if everything is fine, it's printing good like it's supposed to, then you put in the film, do your thing, and then put in the powder, and now you'll have, if you have purchased one already, you'll have three. If you still have the converted, you'll have two printers that can simultaneously do two things, right? But now this is where we segue into software. This is where we segue into software. If you have a DTF printer, right? What happens is you need software for the DTF A3 and the A4 with more than 4 channels, right? If it has 5 or 6 or more, you're going to need a DTF software. The DTF software, all it does is take the printer. I mean, it tells the printer, hey, listen, you have 2 extra cartridges. Usually a printer has 4, right? C, cyan, M, magenta, yellow, Y, yellow, and then K for black. Yeah, so then what you tell the DTF printer is this. Hey, listen, I mean, what the software tells the printer is this. Hey, listen, you have two extra cartridge that you really don't need. It's just extra, right? I want you to turn those extra cartridges into white ink only. That's why it takes time when you're printing with regular DTF printer. When you tell it, hey, I want you to print, it has to send the file. The file is telling the printer, hey, I know you usually print all your colors, all 6 colors, right? You still gonna print all 6 colors, but I want you to turn these into white inks. The printer takes that message, then it sends a message back to the computer saying, okay, so you want me to print like this? And when the computer checks it out, the software on the computer checks it out, it says, yeah, I want you to print like that. And then it sends the information now back to the printer to say, okay, we got the information, now we can start printing. And then that's when the software tells the printer to print, and then it prints the DTF print. That's why when you're printing DTF dark color, and I named it dark color for a reason, it takes forever to print, right? Yeah, it takes forever to print because the DTF dark color is it's getting a lot of messages, and it's sending a lot of back and forth messages, and by the time it prints, it's been a good 3-4 minutes before it finally prints. You know what I'm saying? So it may take some time, and if you only sent one print in there and you're sending another print, you gotta wait another 3-4 minutes before it starts printing, and by the time it prints, it's like, oh damn, I could have I could have just sent all those prints at the same time. And here's the thing. The fact that the DTF printer takes its time to print is a good thing for you. Why? Because it's a film. It's like if you take a glass table and you spill some juice on there, right? If the table is level, the juice is going to stay in one place. It's not going to go anywhere. But it's going to go everywhere, and it's going to be on the person, right? So that's a good example of it. Or in other words, it's basically ink on plastic. And you know, ink on plastic, the ink doesn't stay. It likes to move around, you know, because it doesn't get absorbed by the plastic. So, and that's the clear film you get, right? So that's why you want the printer to take its time, because as it's pushing out those film, you can just grab it, right? Or if you have what's called a powder shaker, right, which is a little bit more industrial, which comes into effect when you actually purchase your DTF printer. You want the one that does the roll feeding, right? And then there's software for that. Now, what kind of software, right? We're gonna get into software. The software you need is called Acrorip. I have the Acrorip 9.03, but I'm getting the Acrorip 10.05 because the 10.05 allow me to use printers like the Epson, what do you call that thing? EcoTank 8550, whatever, right? And then also it allows me to use the Epson 15,000, right? If I'm doing things on my own. It also allows me to use a lot of printers and roll capability for those printers also. So if I want to upgrade, that's what I'm gonna do, right? So yeah, so that's basically the goal. I'm gonna cut this live short soon. Excuse me. And yeah, so that's basically the software you need. But if you like, you don't want to use the dongle, you want to use the software. There's another one called Factory DTF. DTF DTG Factory has it, and what it is basically, it's like you get the software, right? You download it, and then there's a code that you put the code in there, and once you put the code, it automatically becomes part of that computer. You know, you can't use it. It's a one-time use only. And I believe if anything happens to your computer, it's not one-time use as in like you can't reuse it. You can reuse it on another computer, but when I say one-time use, I mean like it's for you only. Nobody else can use your code. Only you can, because it's made for you. But yeah, so yeah, so that's basically what's going on. You don't want to go? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's basically what's going on with the DTF software. But the DTF software, they take a minute, man, to send information to the machine. Okay, Beverly Williams says, you always give great information. Techie love. Oh, I appreciate you. All right. Yeah, so that's what's going on with DTF. And also, you know what? I'm gonna give you a little caveat. I know the DTF printers, they cost tons of money, right? If you go on AliExpress, shave off $2,000 to $1,000 off all those printers, and it's yours. If you have $1,200 or even $900, it's yours. If you like, you know what? I don't have $1,000. I have $600 that I can spare. Go on AliExpress. You can get a DTF A4. A4 just means it prints 8 by 11 continuous, right? So its width is 8, but it can print continuously. So they did that on purpose because they know most people possibly, and you know, you never know, they might come out with a A4 DTF shaker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so go to AliExpress and you'll see all those. And right now they're still doing like the Cyber Monday deal. So you'll see those printers like dirt cheap. Like you can easily get one for like $530 with tax, maybe $560. A4 DTF printer on AliExpress. All right. So caveat for you: if you really want a DTF printer, but you don't want to deal with like the maintenance and stuff of converting it yourself, because now you're fully responsible, you can go to those. Obviously, these are Chinese companies, right? So, but they do, I think, DHL. You want the ones that have the DHL, and if you, before you purchase, you want to make sure you look at where it says shipping, because sometimes they'll list it for like $300 and then the shipping is like $300, right? So you want to look for shipping, right? And then afterwards, make sure shipping says free, because that means they've already included in your actual price. So you're getting it with shipping. And then also make sure you see it says, it will also tell you how long for delivery. So you want anything that says 7 business days, right? Minimum. When it says that, the reason why is because, 7 business day minimum is because that will give you an idea. Yeah, that will give you an idea of how long it takes. And when the company is really legit, they don't take that long to ship it to you because they already have contract with the shipping companies. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know, okay, cool, that's where to go. All right. Oh, man, my boys hit me up like, yo, we got to talk business, my man. All right, cool. So I'm out. Like and subscribe again. This is Levi Apparel. With the DTF light color, it's a regular printer, regular refillable cartridges. You get on Amazon, eBay, anywhere, and make sure it's the ones that have the chip and refillable chip, and not the one-time use, because one-time use, it's gonna mess you up. So let me hurry up. So now when you have the, give me a quick second, somebody's trying to cross, so I gotta decide let him go or not. There we go. They just went. All right. Yeah. So, DTF 4-color does not, DTF light color printer, basically a regular printer, does not need to use any software. The only software I would say you use is like Adobe or any art software. It doesn't do anything like as far as like Acrorip. It doesn't tell it to print this color, print that color. A DTF light color just prints. It doesn't know, it doesn't have the correct ink in there. It just prints. You know what I'm saying? So now this could be good and this could be bad. When you tell it to print, you have to find out how fast it can print, and then on top of finding out how fast it can print, because when those films come out, if you tell it to print 5, when it comes out, they're just gonna lay on top of each other. If they lay on top of each other, what's gonna happen is your printer is gonna now create a situation where your films are just smudging the inks. So you want to tell it to print 1 at a time, and it's gonna be fast. The minute you tell it to print, it prints. Take it, put it somewhere, print. Take it, put it somewhere. If you tell it to print multiple times, each time it prints, you just take it, put it somewhere. And that's it. But DTF Leica does not need to use any software at all, like 0. All right, like and subscribe. This is Levi Apparel. I hope I gave you guys all the information that you needed. But
please take the parking ticket. And you're following the guidance.
The best information, I believe, is the one with the AliExpress. Now you can get your printer. If you like, no, I just want to buy a brand new printer. You go to AliExpress, you get a brand new printer, even cheaper than those other places. All right. Like and subscribe. This is Levi Pearl. Again, I'm not telling you not to buy a DTF printer. This is for the big ones that right now. This is a way that you can the system, get what you want. You don't want to purchase the right one. All right. Like so. I'm out. Oh, we're gonna do more lives, okay? More lives.